welcome in, family. If this is your first time joining, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. Don't forget, if you need anything from me, everything is in the description below. Join membership for exclusive merch and perks. Anything else that you may need, trueashewellness.com. All right, we're gonna see what is coming out in energy. I see somebody really taking action on some kind of success. Okay, you could be wanting to really go after what you want, or something about an opportunity coming towards you. Now I do see that you do know it is surrounding competition. You can have people around you that is it's giving me like in competition, but we're gonna see what that's about. All right, spirit guides, can we please get some messages for the collective? Any negative energy coming our way, please return to sender and bring us back to center. The Knight of Swords wanted to come out again. Okay, I seen that in a pre-shuffle when I was just cutting the deck. All right, let's see. Can we get some more cards out, spirit? Okay, we got the Death here. We got the World. We got the Eight of Wands. We got the Wheel of Fortune. And then we got the Eight of Cups. Okay, bottom of the deck is the Seven of Wands. That is the underlying energy. I'm trying something a little different, y'all. I do say what usually come to mind, but I also want to take a moment and just kind of like marinate on these for a second. Okay. I'm going to just give out what I first got. In the past, you could have been getting some kind of downloads to move forward in a situation. This could be move forward with a situation, move away from a situation, whatever have you. Or just kind of like continue to move forward through a situation. All right. You also could have like outside energies wanting to message you, come towards you. I have Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, Leo energy, double Scorpio energy. I feel like in the past you could have had inklings to move forward in a situation. You might not have known exactly what, but it was something that was aiding in a transformation. Okay, especially with this Death and this Wheel of Fortune. This is like the current energy now. You are in the midst of a transformation, and yeah, we can think that the transformation is done with, over with, when in reality it's not. It's something about like a transformation being ongoing, but you are on top of the wheel, and the people who were once on top of the wheel, they are now at the bottom. It's like it was kind of like a role reversal. You could even have people wanting your forgiveness at this time. Okay, because the underlying energy is the Seven of Wands. Like you're standing up for yourself, standing on business. You're not putting up with shit. Okay, you could have really emphasized stronger boundaries. Okay, and definitely with the future energy is the World and the Eight of Cups. Okay, it's giving me wrapping up a cycle, wrapping up an old way of being. It's kind of like Christina. Christina's gone. Okay, that's the energy it's giving me. You could have definitely moved on to like better yourself, especially with all these pink cups here. It's like really transforming your emotions about something. Hell, this could even be like the emotions around how you feel about yourself. Okay, again, when I said the underlying energy was the Seven of Wands, this is like really standing up for yourself. Again, in the beginning, I said in the past, you could have been getting nudges to act on some kind of downloads that you were getting. The downloads could have been move in this direction, move away from this person, don't do this, do more of this, okay? Let me get some clarifiers out really fast, and we're gonna see what's heading out with that. Okay. That's the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Wands. Ace of Cups in reverse. You were being nudged to move away from some kind of offer. Okay, this is an offer that was going to pretty much leave you empty. Okay, this also could have been an offer that was unfulfilling in some kind of way. This could be with work. This could be with a person. Or this could be like an endeavor. You could have been nudged to move away from a certain job, a certain industry. You could have been nudged to move away from a Cancer as well, or a water sign in general. All right, what is the Ace of Cups? Let's get more clarification on that. Ooh, the Knight of Cups, yeah. You know, we got the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Cups. Okay, on this Knight of Cups, it's a woman. On this Knight of Swords is a man. Okay, and then we got the Four of Wands. This speaks of reconciliation, a celebration, wholeness, oneness. Okay, I don't know if you were the one. Okay, yeah, wherever you were being guided away from, it wasn't going to leave you peaceful. We got the Temperance in reverse. This could be even with a Sagittarius. With this underlying energy, it really gives me like moving away from things that you could have felt like was going to fulfill you. Okay, this could also even be like getting nudges from the divine to move away from half-filled cups, meaning when you get over to wherever you were going or wherever direction you was thinking about going, you were going to be doing most of the work. All right. Yes, something could have looked very celebratory when you were around it, in it. Okay, you could have felt whole when you were with someone, but ultimately it's giving me moving away and finding that inner peace within yourself. All right, with this Wheel of Fortune and the Death here, what is this? You could have been like slowly waiting for your time to arrive. Like, it's giving me the energy of like people being able to do things and you weren't really necessarily not wanting to do those things, but you just weren't in a position yet to do those things. Okay, with the Death and the Wheel of Fortune, we got the Queen of Wands in reverse. You could have been trying to get something off the ground, okay, for a little while. We got the Seven of Cups. Yeah. Okay, it's giving me like chase a dream or chase a lover. And it was like the divine was like, I don't want you doing anything but chasing a dream, because something has become extremely clear to you. I also see like if you were to, if you didn't take the path of self, whatever your creative endeavor was, it was going to leave you very like creative less, if that makes sense. But I'm also getting in the past, you could have been getting nudges that somebody was for you, okay? And something wasn't panning out. Maybe you were seeing something too emotionally, and somebody else was seeing something too logically. So something wasn't panning out. And the Four of Wands is the energy of like, that's what's coming in. Somebody wants to heal something. I also could read this as in a sense of you transforming yourself and you being at the bottom and now you're on the top. You could have been dealing with a feminine Leo or like a feminine energy, and you've had some kind of clarity on that person. Okay, seeing that if you were to stay around in this energy, you were definitely not going to find no peace. All right, what's the final card for the Queen of Wands in reverse and the Seven of Cups? Four of Pentacles. You could have a Leo, heavy Leo, trying to like hold on to your energy. Yeah, somebody is definitely trying to hold on to you, because I see this Justice in reverse. It's like somebody going through karma. Okay. Wow. I see you chose to wrap up some cycles here, and you got a couple people reminiscing. That's what it's giving me. Six of Swords in reverse, like people not wanting you to leave, not close out some kind of cycle. And you you moved away from whatever this is. You took some kind of journey, honey. Oh wow, you was around a lot of people or somebody in specific who wanted you to neglect your gifts. Okay, we got the the King of Wands. I said Knight, so this person could show up in Knight energy, but was trying to appear as if they were a King of Wands. Or this is how they're going to come back to you. Okay, the Knight of Wands in reverse. Somebody's coming back. Okay, you could have ended something. Okay, this could be a work endeavor, but it's strongly giving me like love. You left something. You completed a cycle. You moved away. Something was unrequited. But yet somebody wants to hold on to you. Somebody feels like you're a hidden gem. Like you hold a lot of knowledge, or again, you're just somebody who works really hard. Somebody also could feel like you cling on to your possessions, like you don't want to share. But it's like you've done some kind of work, some kind of healing. That's why we had that death in the back as like the underlying energy for this pile. But you've done a lot of transformation, a lot of transformational healing. And somebody wants to keep you around. But you see somebody extremely clearly. Like you see somebody is lazy. You see somebody is also erratic. Like somebody's behavior is very erratic. That's the word I was looking for. A little sleepy. And whoever this is, they're very stingy with your energy. And it's something about them being very stingy with money. Okay, somebody could have had like an opportunity to expand in something with you, but they chose not to. And whoever they are, they feel creatively blocked as well. Blocked off from you and also blocked off from other people. And I feel like other people are starting to see this person clearly as well. All right, but whoever this is, they're trying to save face. Yeah, that's what it's giving me. They're trying to save face around a certain group of people or person. What is this Four of Wands? What's this Four of Wands, Spirit? End into a situation. Because see, now somebody feels like, oh, hold on now. Hold up. Somebody's going through an awakening. Is this one or two people, Spirit? Just tell me that. it feels like two energies. It's too much. Okay, yeah, it is two energies. Yeah. You got two people in your energy, and both of them are not giving me... child, what is this Knight of Wands in reverse? Ain't none of this looking good. Oh, nah, Bookie. Oh, golly. You defeated somebody. Okay, you walking away, you choosing yourself. You got two people here on your ass. Okay, the first person, you could have been getting signs of synchronicities to move away from somebody. Okay, it was loud and clear from the divine that you needed to move away from somebody. Okay, it was shocking. Okay, Bomba clot when they felt like it. Because see, the thing is, somebody was okay with you walking away. Somebody was okay with this. Or somebody thought you were not a match. Okay, and this could have been because you weren't as like, I don't know why I'm getting like cutthroat as them. Okay, but now somebody feels like now that something is done, it's over with, they feel like they're missing out on something. But whoever this is, they're very stubborn. Okay, very stubborn. Whoever this is also somebody who is fighting issues with parents. Okay, it's like they're having paternity problems. Okay, whoever this is, they could be going through something with a child's mother, a child's father, or they could even be going through issues with their own mother and father. Okay, and this is very interesting because I started reading a book today about how anxiety, depression, and laziness and worthiness and all of that stuff can stem from generational trauma. So I guess I'm reading like a generational trauma book, basically talking about how we think we're one way, but it could be passed down through cells. Okay, eggs and sperm. And this energy is giving me like you being very free flowing with your energy, and somebody who is more so, because they're coming up as the Emperor in reverse. So it's like somebody who craves control. So this could be a distorted masculine, distorted feminine, whoever this is. Somebody who holds a lot of trauma. But what I was getting with that is this could be somebody who was brought up around, or who encountered a lot of traumatic experiences, but also they came from people who were chaotic. Okay, they didn't heal anything within them, and possibly their grandparents didn't either. So it was kind of like passed down to them. This is somebody who could also fear commitment. Because right now they're having FOMO. This is somebody who feels like they want some kind of celebration with you, some kind of camaraderie, but it took for you to leave. And that's why I say you were getting downloads or nudges from the divine to choose yourself. Okay, because the underlying energy is stronger boundaries. Okay, it's giving Seven of Wands, stand up for yourself, create stronger boundaries. And now that you have finally created those boundaries, we got the 10 of Swords here with the Tower. This is like shocked. Bumbleclot. I can't believe you actually left. You really left. And somebody could be going through an awakening. That's one person. Over here, I'm getting another energy of someone seeing that you transform. I mean, you could have literally left a lot of prints on people's hearts. Because whoever this is, you became very privy to their bullshit. This person could have started out like, remember I kept saying like you was down and now you up? Okay, or you could have been trying to build something from the ground up. This could be work. You could have been you could have been a workaholic. Okay, or this is giving me like you being a creative. And you know how like in the beginning a creative is they start out like a starving artist. They're trying to get their craft off the ground. You know, they're doing things for free. They're putting in a lot of time and effort into passion projects. Okay, and whoever this was, they came in as somebody who was on their shit. This is just how they appeared. This is not saying necessarily they were, but they came off as, I'm on top of my shit. Okay, cool. And as time went on, somebody did something where you became very, again, privy to their bullshit. It was like a reality check for you. I don't know if this person said something, did something. Whoever this is, they could have started out whining and dining you, and then the experiences turned very traumatic. Like, it went from, I'm doing nice gestures to you, to now you need me. Hold on now. You were doing these nice gestures because you wanted to. Now all of a sudden, I need you? Okay, and now it's something about the wheel turning in your favor, and this person being in this energy of Queen of Wands. I said Queen of Pentacles. So this person could have been very stable. This could be a feminine, or this could be a masculine, but like in feminine energy. But again, it's giving me like a woman, in woman energy. This could have been a Queen of Pentacles. This person could have came off very nurturing, loving, doing nice gestures for you. Over time, they turned into this Queen of Wands. Very like nasty type of energy. I'm not doing this unless you do that. I'm taking this away that I did for you. And da-da-da-da. Like, they became very karmic to you. It's like, again, like now I see this. Now I'm seeing this as this is the King of Pentacles. This could be somebody who all of a sudden then wanted to not share their resources, or they wanted to covet you. You became the resource, because again, you were trying to get something off the ground. You became the resource. But this is somebody who thought that they were going to talk crazy to you, or again, I did this for you, so now I'm feeling entitled to what you have now. You could have walked away from somebody and then became more successful. And now they're feeling entitled to your energy, entitled to your abundance, entitled to your resources. Yeah, we got the Two of Wands here. The High Priestess in reverse, the Two of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, and the Nine of Cups. You put up some kind of boundary around this person as well. I don't know if this is a mother figure or somebody you dated that was a woman. Okay, but either way, you chose a path of enlightenment. Because if you would have went down this path with this person, whoever this is, they wanted you to not believe in yourself. They wanted you to believe that whatever you were doing was just a bunch of hoopla. Okay? And you could have made the conscious decision to choose yourself, choose a path, choose your creative ability. It was like betting all on yourself. And it was something about your third eye. And it seemed like something happened repeatedly. You got rid of one situation just to walk into another situation that did the same thing. It was like your third eye was being tested. Again, with this Three of Swords in reverse, with this third eye energy. Once again, it was like you were being tested about taking the bait, and I see you did not. With the Queen of Swords and the Nine of Cups, you're sitting very pretty, okay? Very content, very fulfilled with some kind of endeavor, some kind of journey that you decided to go down. You could be a Pisces. You're very fulfilled, like overly fulfilled. You have wishes coming true. That's why I said you were down, now you're up. The wheel is in your favor. I was about to say the wheel is in your fortune. So you could have had a wheel, or somebody feels like you are entitled to some kind of wish fulfillment by fucking with them. Okay, like you left them, so now you're entitled to something better, more grandiose. All right, what is this energy over here? Because let's talk about it. You could have also walked away from somebody, or again, wow. You got 3 energies out here. These could have been romantic, platonic, or work. Take it however it resonates, okay, for your situation. I'm getting love interest, potential love interest, but it gives like all of these were tests. And you're passing them with flying colors. Even with the 3 of Swords here, it's like 3 situations, 3 scenarios. And it's all 3 things that you healed from. All 3 things that you had to see clearly with your 3rd eye. Clearly. With that 7 of Wands, baby, you had to... Whoa, with the moon, you had to see through some kind of illusion. You had to see through some kind of love bombing. Wow, 10 of Swords again. With the Hierophant. You could have been in spiritual training with this Page of Pentacles. Because Page of Pentacles could indicate... esoteric knowledge or divination, or again spiritual. Like this is giving spiritual training. You got tested 3 times in a row. Let's go over this last row, because whoever this last person was, you could have been very conflicted within self about leaving somebody behind, because they came off like very adventurous, ambitious, somebody that you could potentially rely on as well until you've seen something. Because even with the 6 of Swords, that talks about being guided away from something. And you could have been feeling very compelled to stay in something. All right. Especially with this Knight of Wands in reverse. Excuse me. You could have been getting to know somebody very fast. Okay. Or something was like, again, I said camaraderie. Like you could have felt like somebody was kin in them. Or you and somebody had a lot of things in common, and maybe you guys started hanging out a lot, or you started doing a lot of like-minded things for a long time, and you were letting your guard down. Because you see, he has armor here. You were starting to disarmor, okay? Until some things started being imbalanced. This could be with a Sagittarius, okay? Maybe you were not taking heed to the signs that were cautioning you. You were feeling very indecisive, very like, maybe I shouldn't, because, you know, the last time, maybe I just get guarded. Or again, you could have been feeling as though you were getting paranoid. Like, I've been through so many traumatic situations that I had to leave without actual evidence. And now you're like, damn, I don't want to do it again, because maybe I might come off hurt. When in reality, you were doing what you were supposed to. Okay, it's giving me like you were going through 3 tests on different levels and you didn't realize it. The first test was about love. The second one was about choosing your career. And the third one was about aligning with people who are like you versus the people who try to mirror you. Whoa. Whoa. Bravo. Wow. Because whoever this was, you was really strongly going against your better judgment. Okay, because whoever this was, they could have been gossiping behind your back as well. Everybody was being very manipulative towards you, because the person in the middle, the second person, was giving, you need me. But it was like they weren't giving you anything that you couldn't give yourself. It was just like they were showering you with things so you could get sidetracked on your creative endeavor. And the first person, they were breadcrumbing you. It was like you guys wanted to show up. Both of you could have had a very magnetic connection. They could have been just more logical and you could have been just more free-flowing. But you guys were meeting each other where you were at one point in time until you started seeing that, hold on, maybe I am putting in forth more effort than the other person. This person lacked motivation. Whoever this was, they was dragging their feet. So you ended a cycle. And now that you ended a cycle, now their world is coming crashing down on them. All right, feeling very defeated. We got the 10 of Swords both times. A situation is dead both times. Okay, and then with this last person, Aries, Leo, Sag energy. You got heavy Leo, Aries, Sag, Scorpio, Aquarius, Gemini energy. This third person, You were trying to really go against the grain, and somebody was really trying to match your energy, but it was all a facade. You chose yourself. You healed from 3 different situations, and you, oh my God, you were in spiritual training. Your feelings definitely got hurt in this, because it was a lot of underlining layers to this lesson here, and you were trying to figure out why. Why me? Why the lessons? Why these people? Why the same spirits, the same entities, but just different bodies? It was because it was character development. It was training you to be able to see bullshit on every level. Bullshit through love, bullshit through friend, bullshit through work, bullshit through just like people just getting in your damn way. Okay, I can't even, just getting in your damn way. Love bombing, people wanting to suppress your intuition, especially if you are outright spiritual. Okay, you tell people that you do some kind of divination. People wanted to go against the grain just because they want to see if you really were smarter than them. That's why I say we got the Queen of Swords here. Whoever you are battling in this second one, okay, the one that thought that they were going to give you everything and you were going to need them, when in reality it was like the divine wanted you to chase your career, not chase somebody. Chase down your dreams. Don't allow nobody to allow you to get off of course and for you to forget your dream, and then for them to still be like, I'm going to give you this, I'm going to give you this, and never still give it to you. Whoa. Very interesting type of energy. All right, let me pull out my my karma cards. Okay, I gotta pull them out real quick because it gives. Damn, bro, sis, whoever you are the walking karma. And you have become the teacher. You have been able to unmask people. What's this first pile here, Spirit? What's this one speaking on? Oh, wow. Who or what is around you? Yeah, 3rd house. This is communication. This is like not ignoring the signs in general. Like, take things for face value. If somebody is not trying to pour into you, take that for they don't want to invest. Okay, with partnerships at the bottom, with the 7th house at the bottom of the deck. What's the next pile? Who is this next energy? What was the lesson around that? It was also something too with the first pile about communication. Remember when I said I was reading that book about the generational trauma? Whoever this was that you were dealing with in the first pile, they have a lot of shit to unpack. Okay, and it did come from generational, but it's like they don't want to look at it. Whoever it is in the first pile, they have to work on communication. How to communicate their feelings, how to communicate what they want. They have to learn how to speak, how to use that throat chakra. All right, the second person. Use the most direct way. Use the most direct way and in Taurus. Yeah. See, whoever the second person was, it was like they had to learn what work ethic is. Okay. Whoever this is, they like to flaunt what they have, or they like to hold on to people as a sense of resource. Whoever this is, they don't know hard work. Whoever this Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, they don't know hard work. This is again giving me a feminine in masculine energy. Okay. Whoever this is somebody who believes that they are entitled to. If they deal with somebody, it don't matter if I try to throw you off course. Well, if you do make it, I'm entitled to that money, or I'm entitled to your resources because I was entangled with you. And it's also giving me the energy of messing with people, but knowing when to. Like, don't mess with people until to the detriment of you. This is like, don't choose people over your purpose. Don't choose people, experiences, any of that over your purpose or your beliefs. It's like at some point you have to put your foot down. And I feel like that's the whole underlining energy, is being able to put your foot down with the seven of wands here. Put your foot down. If somebody's getting in your way, put your foot down. If somebody's not going to love you correctly, put your foot down. All right, let's get the last energy here. Who is this? Because it's giving family member, friend, close friend, somebody that you thought was kin in them. This is giving Sagittarius energy. You must wait before you can. Okay, yeah, like I said, this is like Gemini. Be realistic. Like, whoever this last person was is giving me that spiritual fleas. Like, whoever this was, they thought that if they were going to mirror you to get some kind of accomplishment, to look some kind of way, you must go through healing before you can say you are healed. You can't just attach yourself to somebody who is healed, because 9 times out of 10, if that person really has healed or they are really healing, they're going to get rid of people who are not doing that work. That's just how it goes, because the energy becomes intolerable. Like it becomes very overbearing. Yeah, bottom of the deck, the 6th house. What is good for you? Your work. You've done too much work to allow other people to reap the benefits of what you've worked hard for, or even what you worked hard on, meaning it could be self. Yeah, somebody was definitely trying to get on your level here. Ooh. With the 1st house, this is identity. You see these masks? Whoever this 3rd person was, they were really trying to mask themselves. They were really trying to cloak in your energy. This is like a skinwalker. This is somebody who wanted to act as if they were you, or they wanted to embody some kind of way of being. You could have been like, I'm vegetarian now. Now all of a sudden they didn't change their diet. You could be like, I don't talk like this no more. Next thing you know, you meet them again, they talking like you. Hold on now, twin. It's something about being unmasked. Wow, you've learned a very valuable lesson in people in general. Yeah. And it was like your success or the rest of your healing was on pause until you cleared up this muck. This is like patching emotional leaks. And the divine saying, I can't give you this stuff until you get these people gone. I can't give you this stuff until you heal these sides of yourself. Okay, and in the book that I'm reading, it talked about how, like, in the beginning of the book, the guy, he was trying to go on a soul's quest. He was losing his vision, and he went to all these monks, these gurus, and all of this. And every time he went to them, he was trying to figure out why he was going blind. And every time he would meet a monk, or no, it was a guru, he would meet them and he would wait hours to meet with them. And as soon as they met with him, they would say, go home to your parents. And he said, oh, they don't know what they're talking about. But mind you, they had years of experience. And as soon as they said, go home, he said, oh, they don't know what they're talking about. I'm going to go to another guru. And as soon as he waited hours to meet with them, the next one told him the same thing. Go home to your parents. He said, okay. Now, something ain't right. They must not know my story. But it was like they didn't have to know his story. It was like they already knew what was wrong with him. It was something that he was having to patch up emotionally. So you or this person could have needed to heal something through the bloodline. So again, it was like you're seeking other experiences or other healing, when in reality you need to patch something up with your family. You need to patch something up with your mom, your dad. And he even talked about in the book, when he went back home before his mother passed, he found out that his mom, when she was pregnant with him, would roll down a flight of stairs intentionally to get rid of him because he had some kind of illness and she didn't want to give birth to him. But again, it talks about how trauma is implanted through the egg or sperm before the child gets there. That's why children take on a lot of trauma or traumatic experiences, or try to shield themselves from certain things before they even come out, because it's in their DNA. And it goes back far as parents, grandparents, things of that such. So whoever this was, it's like, it's a lot of healing that needed to take place in the first person. This could even happen. This could honestly be with all three energies. And it was like the divine was saying the same thing about you as well. You need to go back to the source as well before I can give you these blessings, because you need to see exactly where you need to pinpoint your healing. And when I said you were on this quest with this Eight of Cups here, you could have been on a journey of self-love, but it's like getting to the root of everything. You can't have these loving connections, platonic or romantic, until you heal within yourself. So very interesting. I don't want to make this reading too long. We already at 40 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna leave this here. I hope this message resonates. If you found that this was helpful, don't forget to like the video. That is a free way to show that you are loving these videos. Until next time, love you, love and light. Bye, you guys.